question of the day is, can you feel thoughts? What do you think? Is it possible? I'm not sure. I know that your thoughts can invoke feelings, for sure. The things that you think about can make you feel a certain way. And maybe your feelings can invoke thoughts. If you're in a certain space and energy, and if you're feeling a certain type of way, shit'll start to creep into your head. So I know one can invoke the other and vice versa, but I don't know if they're the same. I don't know if you could feel thoughts. I'm not sure. I thought about how you should really try and ignore your thoughts, but never your feelings. Now, if you're trying to work through something, that's different. I'm not saying don't listen to your own mind. Obviously, it's not really possible. But what I'm saying is, if something creeps into your head that you don't really want to be there, do your best to act like it's not there and recognize that you didn't think of it on purpose. And that'll kind of help you to, stay in control. Your feelings, though, you have to recognize for sure. I am 100% one of those people who, when I was in a relationship, fucking thought things were normal, but felt a certain type of way about a lot of shit and just ignored my feelings because I was like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be, and I felt a certain way about it. I always did. I always felt about shit, certain stuff. It just felt wrong, felt bad. You know that feeling when it's like fucking what it is, and you're just itching inside. And in the past, I pushed that down. I don't know why. For reasons beyond me, I've just been like, ugh, I don't need to worry about this. I'm overreacting. But nah, your feelings are valid, man. And if you're fucking not feeling right, and you know that, I'll say this, if you're not feeling right and you've concluded why, and it's not something you're happy with, don't stay. Now, if you're still trying to figure out what that feeling is and you're still thinking through it and pondering, hey, you gotta get to the fucking end of the rainbow before you make a decision. Don't be too rash. But fucking, in my experience, it's best to never ignore your feelings. Ever. Ever. You have to recognize them. It doesn't mean don't feel anything, but it means don't let them take you over. But also, by the same accord, don't just sweep them under the rug. There's a nice middle ground where you're gonna be the most successful floating in. It's difficult to get there, man, because you have to feel a lot. The more you feel, the better you get at recognizing and navigating the sea of feelings that is your consciousness, And it's hard to do. I'm not that great at it. That's why I try and do a lot of shit, so I feel a lot of shit and I get better at it. Once you do that, I think you become a lot more of a man, and you're not gonna know how you react to something until you come across it. So that's why you kind of have to do shit and experience stuff. So, you get those achievements quicker. I kind of want to, you don't want to level up as quickly as you can, but, or you don't want to level up. Oh, here's how I'll say this. You don't want to level up as fast as you can. Enjoy the level, explore, but you want to get all the achievements. You know what I mean? Like, you want to do everything, but don't rush. And it's so hard because I can't figure out the balance there, because how are you going to do everything without taking your time? That's one thing I do struggle with, is like mentally, is taking my time, because a lot of the times during the day I find myself stressed about certain things I want to accomplish. It's like this, and this I need to get done tomorrow, but it's things I can't do tomorrow. It's going to take some time. And I just don't fucking smell the roses, man. And the roses smell really good. They've bloomed, but I'm just walking over them, and it's hard. It's really, really hard. I don't know if this is making a lot of sense. I'm pretty tired. But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm still working on that balance, man, where I roll through and keep things moving at a good steady pace, but don't rush, but still try and accomplish my dreams as quickly as I can before I run out of fucking time. Because you never know. Anything could happen. That's a fear of mine, is not being able to get something done and not having the chance for a fucking do-over, just because of time, unfortunate circumstances, or anything like that. Huge fear of mine, and it's an irrational fear. I understand that, but regardless, it is a fear. Now, ironically, that's a feeling of mine. So let's think through this. I've recognized the feeling, and I can't ignore it. And I think that might just be anxiety of the future. And it's never healthy to stress about the future, so I think we're going to try and suppress that a bit, because I've found that to be a pretty helpful philosophy for me. At least it works. But yeah, let me know what you think, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.